And now for something completely different. Hello everyone, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Randomized. I'm your host Buffer, and I still have Vivi with me. I can't put her back!
You'll never be able to put me back now. How are we doing, my ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between? We are back in the Lost Woods to do one of my favorite temples of the ones I have seen, and definitely one of my favorite musical scores in the game.
Well then, why on earth would I actually cut this short? Because I do have a bit of a story about these guys. Say hello to the Moblins, the reason why I was always so hesitant to become an adult in this game. Because, first of all, we'll ignore that.
Hey girl. Just saying. Don't judge a man by his booty shorts. He's allowed.
Like, he was actually the least intimidating one.
Oh.
The most intimidating are these clowns in here. Like, if you ignore their textures and you ignore their derpy-ass faces, the noise they make when they walk around, the noise they make when they see you... Oh, well, I killed them too quickly. But they are nerve-wracking, to say the least. Right here, I'll actually
show us what they sound like.
Yeah. It's like, hi, friend. And that. They will run you down, they'll impale you, and they'll carry you to the end of the pathway. Oh. And you don't normally have the bow by this point. Normally the only weapon you have is the Master Sword and the hook shot, and they're immune to the Master Sword. You can't kill them with your sword.
Oh.
Because if they see you, they become invincible.
Oh, I mean, they do got that reach. They can hit you before you hit them.
Yeah. But those things actually kept me from doing the Forest Temple when I was but a wee lad. Because I was terrified of their stupid faces, of them yelling at me. It was just spooky. Anyway.
Like my parents. Go on.
Welcome to the Forest Temple.
Oh. Because we still do not have a headphone splitter, so I'm able to hear little clips through Buffer's headphones, and I thought I just heard a cat.
Yes, the deadliest of enemies, the Catfos.
Don't lie, they can get terrifying.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
It's a shame. I still wish we had that headphone splitter because the music in the Forest Temple is a delight.
I'm sad.
Like,
it's my favesies.
Like, it's not Saria's song, unfortunately, but it's...
Sorry who? You just need Skull Kid up in here, right? It's fine. Anyway.
But, like, a lot of people actually find the Forest Temple's music more, like, unnerving. Oh, shut away, please. Than the Shadow Temple.
What?
Which I don't agree with, because I've always found the Shadow Temple scarier, but, you know, I feel like they should add 2 to the counter, but it's not blue, so I can't count it, but, oh.
It's 1 and a middle finger. That's what this is.
Oh, that's not a great start.
It's just Ganon wearing a ring with a green rupee just flipping you off. That's what this is.
Man, that's exactly what this is.
We need an image for that every time.
I'm sure we can find one.
Oh, shoot, I'll make you one.
I mean, we have Photoshop. We have the technology.
I have hands. I can do this.
Yeah.
They're rated E for everything.
So I don't think we need a key in this section over here, so we'll go ahead and we'll just... Hello, friend. I'm short on my social quota. Come here.
How many did you got right now?
36, I think? Let's take a look.
It's almost like you could pause and look.
Yeah, but listen, Mr. Bubble, I don't... Yep, 36.
There we go.
I don't appreciate you looking at me, friend.
He's just taking a walk. Oh no, he is out for your ass.
And now he did. Yeah, no. The green bubbles don't care. I'm just gonna leave that rupee there. Like, the green rupees don't care, they just kind of exist. Or the green bubbles don't care, they just kind of exist. The white bubbles are just doing their own thing, and the blue ones are assholes. So...
Smack that ass.
Yep. Stelphos. Another intimidating enemy type that scared me out of the Forest Temple. And, you know, it's funny, having a bigger sword makes them significantly less spooky.
I mean, you know, as a good man once said, or an interesting man, I should say, once said, speak softly, carry a big stick.
And what did he say about dealing with obnoxious blue coins that keep popping up in front of you?
I mean, I don't think he had anything for that, but I think he would also be like, beat it with the stick at this point.
I mean, absolutely. Give me that
He's
fairy.
fine. Okay.
Yeah, no, a lot of people complain about the fights with the Stalfos because they are... A lot of this game is just waiting. And you wait for your opportunity to attack, and you go about your business. And, you know, there's a degree of truth to that, but when it comes to the Stalfos, have you ever fought a talented swordsman that decided that they were going to just maul you immediately instead of making a tactical decision? Listen, I'm trying to play baseball with your face, and you're making me look like a fool right now, and I'm not appreciating that.
I'm sorry, I guess martial arts is not this thing? Not really into baseball?
The Yamcha of Deku Baba.
The Yamcha! The Yamcha! I expect him to die the same.
I mean...
Alone and unwanted. Anyway! I'm not me. Yes, I am.
There we go. I think we're out of chests that will not give me keys until I start progressing through the dungeon.
Okay, that's good.
Because both of the chests that I opened already were supposed to have keys in them.
Yeah.
Alright, I haven't pulled the switch for that yet. Okay. Let's see, I grabbed the chest up there. Alright, there's nothing else I can do up here for now, though. But, yeah, no. With the Stalfos, though, they are, like, they're intended to be, like, sword fighters that died. And so, of course, they're patient in their attacks.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. I had to remember the song. That combined with my dumbass button layout. So, I'm playing this on a PS4 controller. So, like, square is B, X is A, as you do. That makes sense. But then I have the 4 C buttons of the Nintendo 64. I've got C down set to R1 because that's the trigger one. That's where I usually put my bow. That makes sense. I've got triangle set for C left and circle set for C right. But when it comes to C up, that's clicking in the right stick. So trying to play any song with a C up in it gets a little weird.
I mean, yes. And of course, what this means is that there's like a good solid 5 seconds of you just sitting there staring at your controller going, why did I hate myself? Why did I do this? Oh, that's right! That's what my buttons are! Click, 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 click.
There we go.
Aha!
Is there something up here, or do I...
I don't know.
I don't remember if there's something just in the well or if there's something up here too. No, there's nothing up here too. Okay.
Is there Rapunzel up there? No.
I mean, it feels like they should be. So we want to talk about more things. So the Forest Temple was my most hated dungeon as a kid because there was a lot of reasons why I just didn't want to do it. And among them is that Skulltula there. You don't have the bow at this point. You can't hit him. He's out of range of the hook shot. You have to sneak past him. I hadn't learned the trick because I only recently learned it, that if you're climbing and they see you, you just stop moving and they leave you alone. I instead would just try to speed my way up even when he saw me.
You're just an impatient little being.
And combine that with the fear of spiders, I'm just like, yeah, no, to hell with this dungeon. I don't like it. No me gusta.
No me gusta. Speeding.
No me gusta spider. No spider, hombre.
Yes.
I did take 3 years of Spanish. I never retained like a sentence.
I took like 2. I don't remember jack because I just don't use it. No one in my family speaks Spanish. I mean, I never used it, so it's just, unfortunately it all faded. But of course, one of the few things I do remember is that, what was it? There was like a scripted assignment where you were, there was an assignment where you were supposed to make a script where it was like this little scene or whatever with X amount of words, but the whole thing was in Spanish.
Right.
What was it? I remember the script scene. I had a partner in this endeavor. That poor woman. But oh my god. But of course, so the scene was about me trying to sell her something. I don't remember what. I don't know. Oh.
Damn it!
Oh.
It's been nothing but trash. Oh. Anyway, please continue.
No, that's fine. That's 20 less F's for you to give.
Yeah.
That's fine. You better Photoshop like 20 little toadstones on fire. Anyway, I'm just making more work for you. I'm that asshole. Oh my god. Oh, my brain. I had to catch up where I was at. Anyway, so scene, I was trying to sell my partner something, and she actually told me she would give me a cookie if I dropped onto my knees and I screamed "Porqué." You can damn well believe I did it, and that bitch still owe me a cookie.
Oh.
That was the worst part of it.
Oh, no! Remind me to go take you to buy a cookie. Jesus.
Like, oh god. I'm sure you've bought me other food and shit. So
I'm
that's
gonna
fine.
buy you a new cookie explicitly
A
for
new
the story.
cookie.
You hear that, random high school partner? It's all your fault. Do you hear how upset she is? This is on you.
Yes, it is. It's all in you. Taking my goddamn cookie. Anyway, but like, I got the teacher cracking up, so I mean, that's an accomplishment. The class died, by the way. They died. They snorted, like... I think I got like a B because I still was reading from the script, because still, I was like, whatever.
Yeah,
but whatever.
In your mind, you were getting a cookie, so it was
getting
all worth
a cookie,
it.
so I'm going in. But, no. Anyway,
No,
what are we doing? Forest Temple? Forest Temple?
Forest Temple. So fun thing. So I mentioned it before. The game doesn't tell you that the Goron bracelet does anything other than allow you to pick up bomb flowers, but it's actually an overall generic strength upgrade.
Oh, okay.
So despite the fact that you normally couldn't get to being an adult without it, if you come in here without having picked up the Goron bracelet in the randomizer, you actually cannot move these blocks.
Oh.
Like, I always assumed it was just because Adult Link was a big, strong boy, and that you were able to just...
Strong.
And that you were just able to move these blocks anyway. But no, it turns out the Goron bracelet is also a strength upgrade, and not just a, hey, now you can pick flowers good.
Okay, I pick flowers real good.
I don't know why I came up here. Because I'm gonna have to go back down and loop all the way back around again, but it's fine.
Oh, no.
But no, this is a very good introductory dungeon. The puzzles aren't all that hard. It's got a great atmosphere. It's a good shout out to, hey, this game ain't screwing around no more. And good touch.
Good touch.
Good touch. It's the first real dungeon of a Zelda game always has a very important job to do. This has to be a key. If this isn't a key, I can't move on.
Heart piece, heart piece, heart.
Thank God.
Okay, cool. Key.
Yeah, I actually could not move on if I didn't have the key.
Oh, never mind. Just kidding. Ha ha.
But no,
Yeah.
no,
Introductory.
yeah, the first real dungeon of a Zelda game is always important because it's your big introductory to the second half of the game. So things like, you know, the Tower of the Gods in Wind Waker is great, or the Fortress of Winds in Minish Cap after the first two dungeons.
Yeah.
I
played that one.
Yeah. Or, you know, the Arbiter's Grounds in Twilight Princess. You know, the best dungeon in that damn game.
Is someone salty?
No. Most people generally give the Arbiter's Grounds the credit it's due. The problem is a lot of people don't give Twilight Princess the credit it's due. They just say, oh, it was just a cheap cash grab at trying to get people to appreciate good graphics after Wind Waker let everybody down. No. To hell with all of you. Twilight Princess is a good game. It may not be your favorite one, but it is a good game regardless.
But he is pretty edgy. It is definitely Teenage Link that got lost in Hot Topic for a year.
I mean,
and he found his way out, and he found his way that's like, and he drew a picture of his wolf self, and that was definitely like, this is my OC, do not steal.
I mean, I will absolutely not defend Wolf Link. That was absolutely an edgy cash grab, and from somebody who appreciated the elf. Yeah, no, this is cool. I like this.
That's trippy, I like it.
Right, I don't have a key, so I'm gonna have to jump down. Oh yeah, this is Navi saying, hey, stupid floor masters, or wall masters. Did I miss a key somewhere? You know what? Take me!
Are you sure? Oh. I mean...
Alright, so I don't have the map. Excuse me, let me play you a tune. So this is actually a good point to point it out. So, in my inventory, I have the Fairy Ocarina, the one that Saria gives you. Yeah. I don't have the Ocarina of Time because I haven't collected all three of the Spiritual Stones yet, even though I am able to turn into an adult. I want you to pay attention. Like, that little sweet potato thing up there. That's my normal Ocarina.
Yeah.
That's not the one I'm holding.
The graphics aren't prepared, alright? This is a randomizer. It's doing its best.
Okay, so...
Look at you! You're freaking fuchsia. It's trying its best. Step off.
Oh, what am I doing?
I'll defend you, randomizer. It's okay. Anyway.
So, I know exactly what I'm supposed to do.
Good, I don't. What are we doing?
I realized I went through the twisted tunnel only to come to the realization that I didn't have the other key I needed to get through the other side. I know where the key is.
Where is it?
I have to untwist the hallway. Normally, you need to have the bow. Like, normally you don't have the bow by that point.
Yeah.
So the eye switch above the door is just sitting there like, hey, stupid, you can't hit me because the hook shot doesn't work for some stupid reason.
I bought anti-hook insurance. How do you feel about that?
Curse you, intelligent eye switch.
Dang it.
But
foiled again.
But because I had to pick up the bow somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I already have it.
Yes.
I mean, it was one of the first items I got, so I actually could have started this a long time ago.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But you were totally waiting for me, right? That's
no, of course. Like
why.
this is absolutely how the aesthetic works. Like, I would not have walked in here without you. That would have been absolutely asinine.
Exactly.
And like, that would have been so disrespectful to you. And I can't possibly. She's getting too strong. Please help me.
Please help.
So,
get him.
You hit that.
So why is it called an eye switch?
Well, it is an eye that happens to be a switch.
Oh, I was combining them, and I was thinking, like, the one of Ganon's moms. So I was thinking about Ganon's mom just sitting there going, can't touch me, and you just shoot this little old lady above a door. I apologize. I'm, like, perma-tired, and so things don't work. Anyway.
Not enough kite. Wow. I tried to say two different words, and I just said kite.
Try again.
No. Yeah, no. Not enough coffee, and I had to turn off the IV, so...
I just had so much. Bless you, McDonald's. They have pretty good coffee, okay?
That's good.
Iced coffee.
Now, as somebody who doesn't really appreciate coffee, I'm glad that you...
What? No, that's fine.
I'm glad that actually is pretty good.
Yeah. Not cheap, and I don't have to sell it myself.
Ow.
Because I totally gave it up to something else anyway.
What a venomous thing to say.
Listen here. I already have my mother outing me. I don't need you to do it too.
Alright, cool. So now we can actually see the floor masters. They're just wall masters, but on the ground.
What?
And then you kill them, and they scatter into smaller floor masters.
God, they're like the worst Roombas!
Yeah, they're real bad.
Grabby Roombas.
Oh, man. And the thing is, if one of the small ones grabs you, like, and I said this in the Spirit Temple, but when one of the small ones grabs you, they I got a magic key.
Yay!
One of the small ones grabs you, that'll suck the life out of you and grow into a full-size one, which will then split into 3 more when you kill it.
How dare you self-regenerate?
And it doesn't help that in the Shadow Temple, there's a whole bunch of them that are just invisible. So if you don't know what you're looking at, or you're trying to do it without the lens of truth and the knowledge of where all the floor masters are.
Cough, cough.
I mean, thankfully, I knew where all the floor masters were. But you could end up in a room where there are like 15 floor masters, and you have no idea.
That's terrifying. No, thank you. I don't need that kind of stress in my life.
Yeah, nah.
I got enough gray hairs that I'm tempting to dye purple.
I mean, you should dye purple.
I'm trying. I should dye purple.
I mean, if you can listen, if you carry a pink or a purple bath bomb in your pocket, and you just are prepared to drown.
It'll be the best death. It'll take a hot minute to activate. So does that mean I have to stand there going, hold on, wait for it, let's activate. Wait, the glitter's coming. Hold on.
Alright, cool. Now that it's all done. Oh, wait, hold on. There's that chunk over there that still hasn't dissolved. Give it a minute.
Give it a minute. Hold on. The fizzies are almost done. You just unactivated it.
Yep. This is how I make progress now.
Is it?
Yep, because normally when you untwist it, you get access to the boss key, which is currently stuck to the wall. Now, yes, Navi, I know. Yeah, see? Stuck to the wall now.
Okay.
But this is how you get over here to actually making progress. So the big gimmick of this dungeon isn't just, hey, the bow is the answer to everything, although it is pretty much the bow is the answer to everything. It's the entrance to the boss room is right in front of you at the start of the dungeon, but you can't get there because the 4 Poe sisters steal away the fire that keeps the elevator active. So you have to hunt them down, and you can't kill them without the bow, or you can't get them to come out without the bow, and the bow is in the room after this one. So you got to make your way around and do a bunch of stuff. So I will actually look at the names of each of them. That's the wrong item. Deku Nuts, I've always taken them for granted. Right, so Joelle, one of the Pose sisters. So when you fight Pose, they'll turn themselves invisible. And they're invulnerable. Deku Nuts make them come out of hiding.
Oh, wait, but why?
I don't know.
Maybe they're allergic to these nuts.
God!
You can't see
Damn it!
But he can't breathe right now, so I consider that an accomplishment. Anyway.
Hey, pull them out.
Congrats. You now know where you're going.
Yep. And this mini-boss gave me hell as a kid.
Yeah.
So, we fought 2 Stalfos before, now we fight just 1. But this one isn't the problem. There's a hole in the middle of the room. There's a hole in the middle of the room. It's obnoxious. You don't worry about it. Just
this bitch got some hover boots.
Yeah.
Rude.
He got the hover boots before the hover boots were even hover booting. Died.
Okay.
So now he's dead. However, this is where it gets tricky.
Yeah.
Because now 2 more of them spawn, but now their lives are linked. If you kill one of them, it will come back to life if you don't kill the other one fast enough. Look at that intolerable slowdown. But like that's how you can tell. When a Stalfos scatters like that and doesn't explode, it will revive if you don't kill its counterpart.
Okay. Okay. When
And
it's dramatic, it's like, hey, asshole, look.
So if you're doing this with only 6 hearts, because you only grab the 3 heart containers from the kid dungeons, and their jump attacks do 2 hearts worth of damage, and you're only doing this with the Master Sword, that fight's kind of difficult.
Thank God you got 14?
15.
15. Oh, thank God.
Yeah. And that's also part of the reason why I insisted on always getting the Bagoran sword before I came to the Forest Temple.
Okay.
Like, there were a lot of runs where I just really wanted to get the Bagoran sword before the Forest Temple and just not use it after this because of that one particular fight.
Yes.
So there were always 2 obstacles that encouraged me to get the Bagoran sword. That fight and Bongo Bongo. Because
Someone's still a little bit salty.
he always unnerves me purely because of all the childhood trauma. Beth.
Just
Bink. Like, this knowledge of the Deku Nut trick makes these fights so much faster.
Yeah.
They normally take like 2 to 3 minutes just to kill because you have to wait for them to become visible again for you to hit them. You have to wait for them to finish their attack patterns. If you get too close, they reset their attack patterns. You have to wait longer. And I used to loathe fighting them because of that. But then I learned that nuts are the solution to everything.
Are they?
Your chicken dinner a little boring? Grind up some peanuts and throw them on top.
I mean, what if you're allergic to nuts?
Then you're a very sad human being, and I'm sorry.
Then you could never have peanut butter.
Yep. Of which I have like 7 jars of peanut butter.
Yeah, unnamed friend. You gave us your blood butter.
One of our friends just randomly, like, we're getting together for D&D or something. It's like, hey, do you guys want like 12 cans of mixed fruit? Why? Don't ask. It's just, here, have 12 cans of fruit. And then one day it just turns into, here, have like 12, like, have like 6 jars of peanut butter. Where did all this come from? Don't worry about it. 2 days later, hey, I've got more peanut butter. Do you want it?
Yeah, he just sends us pictures of like these whole pallets of peanut butter. Like, you walk, like, if you were to walk into some almost like like a discount large store like Costco or something, like those huge pallets that you can get, I don't know, $5 for like 12, something crazy like that. Like, just, I'm still convinced like there is some blood involved. It's like a blood deal.
I'm telling you, the food mafia are real.
The food mafia, definitely. I don't trust you, B-man. I don't trust you.
So, before I talk about this this room, I want to talk about the room I was just in with the fire and the torch and the shooting an arrow at the frozen eyeball thing. That puzzle always took me way too long to solve as a kid. And I was always really upset when I forgot to get Din's Fire before becoming an adult, because when you become an adult, you can't go back to being a kid until after you beat the Forest Temple. Because it wants you to adapt to this new playstyle and all the new items and stuff. So I would always have to do that puzzle, if I forgot Din's Fire, the hard way. And
hard mode, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's not especially difficult now that I am a grown-up with a brain, but oh man.
Are you sure?
It's
because your brain's not here today. Remember,
that's a very good
she's
point.
busy.
But at least I can confirm I do have one. So this room.
Okay, somewhere.
This room features a falling ceiling.
Oh.
Because why not? This is also a fixed perspective, so you can't look up while you're doing this.
Okay.
But there are a couple of spaces that are safe, like this one.
I'd hope so.
And there's also one over here with the treasure chest. I'm on the wrong side. Do that every single time.
Okay, boss key. Nice.
Yep. And kind of like how the chickens don't freeze during item cutscenes, neither do environmental hazards.
Oh.
So, like, that ceiling will not stop, even if you're caught in the middle of a cutscene and picking up something for the first time. Like, if you somehow manage to avoid picking up a magic jar and you pick up one there in the middle and it lands on top of you, it will not register that it landed on top of you.
That was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
It is exploitable. Okay, I'm going to leave the decorations on. And because this sister needs to be extra.
We both agreed? How dare you? I'm the only one allowed to be extra up in here, girl. Alright. Let's get that down.
So, you can see the timer over there. You gotta complete the puzzle.
Oh, no.
And if you fail, you don't take damage and exit the room instantly for some inconspicuous reason. Gerudo's training grounds. Instead, the blocks just lift up and rotate to a new side. Thus completely scrambling the puzzle.
Which is nice. I mean, it's not hecka punishing.
No. And unless they randomize into the complete opposite spots that they're supposed to be. And then you have to spend the time moving things, and it's just annoying. And
oh, what's her name?
oh, it's everybody's favorite Poe sister. Amy.
What are these names?
High fantasy names like Joelle, Beth, and Amy.
What's the last one's name?
Oh, you'll see.
Is it Susan?
It is not Susan.
Susan?
Because that would be great. But no, it's not
God.
Susan.
What's another, what was it? Same caliber name.
I mean, the names are weird and all, but let's be honest. I love this dungeon, but I won't say I'm in love with the concept of the Poe sisters.
They tried.
They are trying.
Oh.
Also, this one's name is Meg. Top tier puns here, ladies and gentlemen. So, this mini boss cannot be defeated with your sword, because they stay at the same distance from you no matter what, and they are immune to the hook shot. It's a guessing game. Can you guess which one's the right one to hit?
Yep.
Oh, cool. Looks like the wife is home. Shoot. Yeah, so this fight isn't exceptionally thrilling, and for some reason, in Ocarina of Time, despite having all these unique arrow types you can get, they don't actually change the damage of your arrows.
Aww.
Like, you would think shooting someone with a flaming arrow would do more damage, but it doesn't. It's just basically, yeah, no, you do the damage of a normal arrow, but it's on fire, so you solve fire-based puzzles.
Okay. I mean, I guess that's nice. It doesn't punish you or screw you over from having the different elements.
Yeah. Even though, like, when we get to Majora's Mask, like, every arrow definitely has unique damage numbers. Like fire arrows are double damage, light arrows are like triple damage, or instant kills, depending on what you hit with them.
Yes.
Alright, so, final room of the dungeon. The spinning room. There are a few items in here that are... There's one item in here, and I know exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be one of two things. Also, I pushed it the wrong way. Oh, I know. No, I did open up the right door.
Neat. Okay. Drum roll!
Oh, yeah, this is just a switch.
Oh.
Basically, the concept here is you constantly rotate it around and you step on the switch you just revealed as you cycle the room around. Damn it. I thought I cycled you. Go.
No.
It goes around.
I thought you did your leg days, sir.
I do my leg days.
Do you? Do you?
I mean, most of the time.
And those boots?
Like, so the trick here is, like, to figure out which door you just opened up, pay attention to the floor, but it's not like it's that difficult. This isn't the Master Quest version, which is an asshole about it.
Oh.
Because it'll scramble the order and spawn an enemy in that room. So when you open up the door, it's just like, hey, surprise, boy, dead.
That's terrifying.
At least that's how it works in my memory. It's been a long time since I played through Master Quest. There's the compass. I was right. It's in this room.
Neat.
I think we have every item in this dungeon except for whatever's in the heart container. Yep. Sure, I'll save.
Neat. And the heart container of defeating the boss at the end, yeah?
Yeah. Whatever that heart container is going to... Like, that heart container is not going to be a dungeon item. Because I have now collected the map and the compass. So, hopefully it'll be something useful.
Yes.
Like a hammer.
Maybe.
Or a long shot. I need either of those things to progress. Otherwise, it looks like we're going to the Gerudo training grounds next episode. Hop! Skip!
And a jump!
Yep.
Or a fall.
You can actually crush yourself underneath that elevator if you try hard enough.
I mean, what if you didn't?
Then you'd be a smart person.
There you go.
Say hello to the boss that was a barrier to entry for a long time and was one of the biggest sources of success. It skips the cutscene, so you have no idea until it happens. You are in perfect sync by not wearing the headset.
I know, I can hear it.
Say hello to Phantom Ganon. So, the whole gimmick here is that he will jump in and out of the portraits, and there's him and a fake one. The fake one will just turn around and run back down the path. Sorry, guys. I'm so unprofessional, my phone's going off. Shoot the horse.
Yes.
And now we're in phase 2. He just leaves his horse in the painted world, and then... Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
that red hair, though.
Mm-hmm. And welcome to Dead Man's Volley. Good old game of tennis.
I mean, it would be even better if you could see.
I know that's an ow.
Yeah, that.
Better now. Okay, so you know what? I'm having a hell of a time hitting him back with the Big Rollon Sword. So with the Big Rollon Sword, you have to be at a certain angle to bounce things back appropriately. So we're gonna go back to old school for this.
Too big.
Whoop, camera, come on.
Nope. There you go.
And like any good fight, it gets progressively more difficult the longer a volley gets going. Ow. Yeah, so this is a cool boss. It's over is what it is.
Okay. I mean, he was a cool boss.
It was a cool boss. I like childhood trauma aside, I enjoy this boss a lot. Like, there isn't a boss in this game that I don't like. Even Bongo Bongo, who scares the crap out of me, I like because he scares the crap out of me. A boss that is so intimidating that it does that. It's not a hammer.
Yeah.
It's not the long shot, but it's freaking good. It's finally I can actually carry something.
See that, King Zora? Ghost Ganon gave us his wallet. Where you at?
He didn't even like us. He didn't even like us after we wrecked his car. But sweet.
His car.
Yeah,
What are you doing to his car?
Water medallion. Hold on.
What do you mean?
I have the fire medallion. I have the forest medallion. I now have the water medallion. We're gonna go pay a visit to Kakariko Village, guys.
Ooh.
I can go get a new song, and then I think that will be an episode.
Cool beans.
All right. As usual, have to play this one on beat. Also, that's the Deku Tree's son. That's great and all, but frickin' whatever.
He has a stash like his father.
Yep.
He would be so proud.
Yep. Lana summons him and throws him at people and Hyrule Warriors.
What? Oh, that's the tree she. Okay.
Yep.
God, Lana, you frickin' eco-terrorist. Throwing trees and shit.
Yep.
Rude.
Lana don't care.
Lana rude.
Alright. So after this, I think... Yeah, no, honestly, the only place I can go from here is to Gerudo Training Ground. To be honest, the Golden Gauntlets are probably in there too, if we have to be honest. Hold on.
What?
Just gotta double check. Yeah, no, I have all 3 of them.
Oh.
Why is there no cutscene? I mean,
not supposed to be cutscenes.
like
right?
it's going to skip it anyway, but it should trigger the cutscene that gives you an nocturne. Did I enter from the wrong direction? I don't.
Does that do it?
The game doesn't expect me to have the Nocturne of Shadow, so it is not programmed to fire off if you enter from the graveyard. Whoops. Okay.
I mean, poor thing. It's trying its best.
It did try so hard.
It tries.
And it does such a great job. Alright, here we go.
It's like when your kid asks you a dumbass question. Okay.
Yep.
And you're
Everything's
just
on
like-
fire, and there's the Prelude of Light. Okay. This is one of the songs I really wanted.
There you go.
So now the only one I'm missing is the Serenade of Water. Which song do I need to... Where... So the thing that normally gives me the Song of Time is going to give me the Serenade of Water instead. But now I can at least warp to the Temple of Time, and that's going to make traveling around and time traveling around so much easier to do. But I think we're done here for today. Thank you so much for watching. Next episode, we're going to go ahead and go to Garuda Fortress and take care of that and all the nonsense over there, and hopefully find the hammer. I need it. Game, please.
Well,
I'm
we'll
begging
see
you.
if we'll nail that next time. You're not gonna get it. Anyway.
I mean, you're right.
Bye-bye.